Hi friends, I welcome you all at Crack Grade B. In this video, we are going to cover agriculture definitions, its meaning and various branches which comes under this agriculture section. If you have not seen my previous video, which was related to the economic and social issues and agriculture and rural development section, in this video I have discussed that what resources you can use for covering your ESI and ARD section for NABARD grade A exam. So let's move ahead and discuss what are the agriculture definitions and what is the meaning of agriculture and what are the various branches of this agriculture in India. So what is the meaning of agriculture? The agriculture term is derived from this Latin word ager and cultura. What is the meaning of ager? Land or field. What is the meaning of culture? Cultivation. So the words ager and cultura commonly known as agriculture. Now, if we go for the definition of this agriculture, agriculture can be defined in the form of art, in the form of science, and it can also be defined as a business. And ultimately, what is the meaning of agriculture? The production of crops and livestock for the economic purpose. Now, we'll see the definition of agriculture as an art. How we can define the agriculture as an art? It embraces knowledge of the way to perform the operation of the farms in a skillful manner. You are doing some work skillfully, that you are showing your art. So agriculture can be defined as an art. Why? Because it is performing some operations which is very skillful in manner. So that's why we can called agriculture as an art. The second, we can define agriculture as a science. Why? Because it utilizes all the modern technology developed on scientific principles such as crop improvement, breeding, crop production, crop protection, economies, etc. And what was the ultimate aim of this modern technology? To maximize the yield and profit of the agriculture. So why the science? Because we are using modern technology for maximizing the yield and profit. The last definition is as the business. Why? Agriculture as business aims to maximum net return through the management of land, labor, water and capital, employing the knowledge of various science for production of food, feed, fiber and fuel. So we can see the agriculture as a business. Why? We are gaining some maximum net return in terms of profit by the management of land, labor, water and capital and employing the knowledge of various science. I will discuss about the various science. So this is the definition of the agriculture as the business. So we have covered the definition of agriculture in the form of art, in the form of science, in the form of business. Now, what are the various branches of agriculture include? First of all, agriculture encompasses the applied aspect of the basic science. What are the basic science? Life science, physics, mathematics, chemistry, economics, sociology and meteorology. What are the various branches? Agronomy, genetic and plant breeding, soil science and agriculture chemistry, agricultural entomology, plant pathology, plant physiology, agriculture engineering, statistics, extensions, economics, and the last microbiology and plant biotechnology. So these all are the branches of the agriculture. you will see the different definitions and the subcomponent of this agriculture branches in our next slide. First, what is the meaning of the plant breeding and the genetics? Actually, the plant breeding genetics is the art and science of changing the traits of plants in order to produce desired characteristics. Plant breeding can be accomplished through many different techniques ranging from simply selecting plants with desirable characteristics for propagation to more complex molecular techniques. Actually, this is a very big subject, but we have to get a simple idea of this plant breeding. So what is the meaning of plant breeding? The science of changing the traits of the plant in order to produce desired characteristics. What can be the example of this plant breeding and genetics? BT cotton is a very well-known example for this plant breeding in India. Now, the agronomy. The word agronomy derived from the Greek words agros. What is the meaning of agros? Agros meaning field, and nomos meaning manage. So what is the meaning of agronomy? The management of the field. The comprehensive definition of the agronomy, the branch of agriculture science dealing with the principle and practice of crop production and the field management. Exactly in 2 words, you can say that the agronomy is related to the principle of managing of field and managing of crop production. In terms of sustainable agriculture, agronomy can be defined as a science of handling crops and soil as to produce highest possible quantity and quality of the desired crop product from each unit of land, water and light with a minimum immediate or future expense in soil management and production. So you can see that in agronomy, actually we are managing the field management and crop production management, and ultimately we are getting highest possible quantity and quality of the desired crop product from a single unit of land. And in terms of, we can say that in single unit of land, water and light with a minimum immediate or future expense in soil management and production inputs. So this is the definition of the agronomy. Now we comes to the horticulture. Horticultures made by the 2 words. This is also the Latin words. Hortus means gardens and cultura means cultivation. So the meaning of horticulture is the cultivation of fruits, vegetables and other products. For example, mango, banana, sapota, guava, vegetables like tomato, potato, onion comes under the section of this agriculture, which section is known as horticulture. Horticultural crops includes the fruits, vegetables, flowers, plantation crops also come under the horticulture, spices, condiments, medicinal and aromatic crops, and in addition to these, horticulture also deal with the raising of tree for shades, ornamentals and avenues purpose planning and raising of ornamental gardens, parks and raising of seeds and planting material. This paragraph I will discuss with you in detail under this division of horticulture section. First, the division of horticulture can be divided into some more subcomponent. The first is pomology. It is derived from the 2 words, that is pomum meaning fruits and logos meaning discourse of study. So pomology is study of cultivation of fruit crops. So you can remember this thing. Pomology is related to the study or cultivation of the fruit crops. Now olericulture, this is the word which derived from the 2 words, the olerisis and potherbs. Potherbs, olerisis meaning potherb and the cultura meaning cultivation. So So this word is a combination of oleresis, which mean is potherb, and cultura mean is cultivation, and this is also the Latin word. So olericulture literally means potherb cultivation. What comes under this potherb? We can say that olericulture means the production and the cultivation of the vegetable. Under this vegetable section, for example, the brinjal, okra, tomato and pumpkins. So olericulture is related to the production of or cultivation of the vegetables. Now we comes to the floriculture. This word is also derived from the two words. The florus means flowers and the cultura means cultivation. So floriculture means study of flowers crops. In this there are again two subdivisions: commercial floricultures and ornamental. Commercial, just like rose and other plants which can be used for oils, and some scents and some deos we can use, that these commercial floriculture can be used for some making some oils which are which are used for fragrances. Okay, and ornamental floriculture, these can be used for gardening of a garden. So the commercial floriculture and ornamental floriculture both are different. It is used for commercial purpose and it is used for ornamental purpose. Now the one more term is arboriculture. Arboriculture means raising of perennial trees meant for shade, avenue, ornamental purpose. Examples are Polyalthia, Sapthodia, Cassia and the Gulmohurs. So what are the main purpose of this branch? This branch is the raising of perennial trees meant for shade, avenue or ornamental purpose. The plantation crops, we all know that, but the two terms you can get from here is that the plantation crop is used for processing only, and they are cultivated at an extensive scale in large contiguous area owned and managed by an individual or a company. The better example for this are coffee, the tea, rubber, coconut, cocoa, etc. The spices and condiments also come under the horticulture crop, and this branch is deal with the cultivation of crops of whose produce are used mainly for seasoning and flavoring dishes. Remember this word, the spices and condiments are used for seasoning and flavoring of dishes. What is the meaning of spices and what are their characteristics? These are the plants which are made use of food as for adjunct to add aroma and flavor. For example, pepper, cardamom, clove and cinnamon and all spices. And what comes under the condiments? Condiments are those plants, the product of which are made use of as food adjunct to add taste only. For example, turmeric, ginger, red chilies, onion and garlic. So the major difference is between the spices and condiments. These are used for aroma and flavors, and these are used for condiments are used for taste only. Now the medicinal and aromatic plants, it deals with the cultivation of medicinal plants which provide drugs and aromatic crop which yields aromatic essential oils. So there is nothing, go by the words, these are used for producing drugs and aromatic crops. Medicinal plants are those plants which are rich in secondary metabolites. Some technical terms are here. Secondary metabolites and are potential source of drug. What are the secondary metabolites? Secondary metabolites include alkaloids, glycosides, coumarins, flavonoids and steroids. For example, periwinkle, opium, methi, cinchona, Dioscorea, yam, belladonna, senna, sarpgandha, ashwagandha and tulsi. Aromatic plants are those plants which possess essential oils in them. These essential oils are odoriferous steam volatile constituent of aromatic plants. Better examples are lemongrasses, citronella, palmarosa vetiver, geranium, devanum and lavender. Now, the terms agroforestry means. What is the meaning of the agroforestry? It is a science which dealing with the land use management system of growing shrubs, tree around or among crops or pasture land. So, in simple words, it's combined the agriculture and forestry technology to create more diverse product, profitable, healthy system for farming. The better examples are plants used in agroforestry are subabul, pongamia and jatropha. So there is nothing I'm explaining you. It is a field. In this field, some crops are growing, and around this field you are growing some trees like jatropha. So what is the use of this jatropha tree? It is shielding this field, and this jatropha can also be used for commercial purpose because we all know that jatropha can be used for actually the seed oil of this jatropha is also used as a lamp fuel. Soap manufacturing, it can also be used for soap manufacturing, and it can be used as an ingredient for paints and lubricants. So this jatropha tree can be used for this purpose. So we can see here is that it is also giving some shade to this field, and it can also be used for some commercial purpose for producing lamp, soap, manufacturing and paints and lubricants. So agroforestry is a science in which we use the land management system for growing shrub, tree around or among the crops. So in simple terms, it combines agriculture and forestry technologies. Okay, now we come to the forestry. Forestry deals with the large scale cultivation of perennial trees for supplying wood, timber, rubber, etc. and raw material for industry. So this is the artificial forestry we can say here is that. Now we come to the part agriculture microbiology. Microbiology dealing with the agriculture microbiology is the branch which deals with the plant associated microbes and plant and animal diseases. And it also deals with microbiology of soil fertility, such as under the soil fertility, microbial degradation of organic matter and soil nutrient transformations. So this agriculture microbiology is used to study the microbes and disease related to the plant and animal. Now the soil science, very common word, is the study of soil as a natural resources on the surface of the earth, including soil formation, classification and mapping, and physical, chemical, biological and fertility properties of the soil. What these properties of soil do? Actually, these properties in relation to the use and management of the soil, sometimes terms which refer to the branches of the soil. What are the further branches? Pedology. Pedology is related to the formation, chemistry, morphology and classification of the soil. And what is the meaning of edaphology? Influence of soil on organisms, especially plants. Okay, So edaphology are used as if synonymous with social science, social soil science. Soil scientists have raised concern about how to preserve soil and arable lands in a world with a growing population. Possible future water crisis, increasing per capita food consumption and land degradation. So this is another part, but there are two terms: pedology related to the formation, chemistry, morphology and classification of the soil, and edaphology, influence of the soil on organism and especially for the plants. This is the meaning of the edaphology. Now agriculture biotechnology, it is also known as the agri-tech in areas of agriculture science. It involves the use of scientific tool and technique including genetic engineering, molecular markers, molecular diagnostics, vaccine, tissue culture, and to modify living organisms like plant, animals and microorganisms. So this term is related to the agriculture biotechnology. Now what's about this agriculture engineering? It is the combined discipline of mechanical, civil, electrical and chemical engineering, and application of these all branches in agriculture is known as the agriculture engineering. Now we come to the part agriculture extension. It is a general term meaning to the application of the scientific research and new knowledge to agriculture practices through farmers' education. You are giving some education to the farmer, and there are some scientific, just like precision farming, nutrition management, and all these technology you are transferring to the farmers with the help of the education. So we can say that this is called the agriculture extension. Nowadays, the extension encompasses a wider range of communication and learning activities organized for rural people by educators from different disciplines including agriculture, agriculture marketing, health and business studies. Agriculture extension in India is done with the help of the KVK, Kisan Vikas Kendra. We comes to this topic in my next videos, in my upcoming videos. We will discuss about this agriculture extension, but now we are talking about the branches of the agriculture in a very short manner, in a very short language. Now, what is the agriculture economics? It is an applied field of economy concerned with the application of the economic theory in optimizing the production and distribution of the food and fiber. One of the disciplines of this agriculture economic is known as agronomics. So what is the meaning of the agronomics? It is a branch of economics that specifically deal with the land usage, and it focuses on maximizing the crop yield while maintaining a good soil ecosystem. So this is the meaning of agriculture. Nowadays agriculture includes a variety of applied areas having considerable overlap with the conventional economics. Now agriculture economics, what they are thinking, have made substantial contribution to research and economics of econometric development economics and environmental economics. What is the advantage and significance of this agronomics? Actually, it influences the food policy, agriculture policy and environmental policy. We will talk about this agriculture economics in detail, but I am telling you all these definitions in a very short manner. Now the dairying, the human need milk as taken care by the field of dairying, which refers to the long-term availability of the food milk, which is processed further. So dairying means the production of the milk. Poultry means the production of the egg. The branches of agriculture, which this will the rearing birds kept for meeting the food demand, getting the eggs they produce and their meat. What are some important reared poultry breeds? are in India: Asil, Karaknath, Naked Neck, Sonali, Devendra, Priya, Tennis, Punjab Brown, Ghegas, Lulab, Kashmir and Leghorn. Piggery. Piggery is the field which concerns the farm rearing and breeding of the pigs. As if we go by the words, we can easily understand the term. What is the meaning of the piggery? It is the breeding of the pigs. What are the purpose of this breeding of the pigs? Livestock purpose. Pigs convert inedible feeds, forage, certain grain byproducts, obtaining from mills meat, byproducts, damaged feeds and garbage into a valuable nutritious meat. This is the most important thing of these pigs. Most of these feeds are either not edible or not very palatable to human beings. So these non-eatable foods are converted into the nutritious meat. This is the advantage of this piggery branch of agriculture. And what are some breeds of the pig? White Yorkshire, Landrace, Middle White Yorkshire, Hampshire and Duroc. These are some important pig brands in India, pig breeds in India. Now, what is the meaning of the apiculture? Apiculture is meaning the beekeeping or rearing and maintenance of honey bee colonies, either in natural form or in the artificial form. What are some bee species in India? Apis florea, Apis dorsata, Apis mellifera. These are some common rearing breeds. Among these species, Apis mellifera is most commonly reared species in India. And the sericulture, it is a branch of dealing with silk farming, that is rearing of silkworm for the production of silk, especially Bombyx moriel, which is generally produced in the region like Assam, Meghalaya, and these are prime important for the field of sericulture. Meaning of agriculture entomology, it is a branch dealing with the study of agriculturally important insect and pest. Soil microbiology, it is deal with the soil property and the health. Nematology, it is the scientific discipline which study the nematodes or roundworms. These nematology are very old and dated back to the days of the Aristotle. Even earlier, nematology is an independent discipline and has its recognizable beginning in the mid of late 19th century. Forget about all these things. Remember one thing, nematodes deals with the roundworms and study of the roundworms. What is the plant pathology? It is the study of the pathogens, infectious organism or environmental condition, psychological factors. Organisms can be cause for infectious disease including fungi, oomycetes, bacteria, viruses, viroids, virus-like organisms and phytoplasmas, protozoa and nematodes and parasitic plants. It not include ectoparasites like insects, mites, vertebrates and other pests that affect plant healthy by consumption of plant tissues. So, what plant pathology involves? It involves study of pathogen, identification of disease, etiology, disease cycles, economic impact, plant disease, epidemiology, plant disease resistance and how plant disease affect human and animal. So it deals with these all the systems and all the diseases. Now the animal husbandry, it is the maintenance of various types of livestock for direct energy, for work energy and for indirect energy. Direct energy can be used by eating the meat or indirect energy can be used when we are getting milk from these animals. Fishery science, it is for marine fish and inland fish, including shrimps and prawns. And home science, application and utilization of agriculture products in a better manner. So these all are the branches of agriculture. In my next video, I will discuss with some important crops and various crop patterns which we are using in India. So till then, happy learning. पढ़ते रहिए, मेहनत करते रहिए.